Hey everyone, it's your girl Tonya Kitsune, and in today's video, we're gonna jump in the Reddit, are the cis okay, and discover if they're okay. By the way, they're not okay. So let's jump into the Reddit of are the cis okay. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. And then she's like, they're the same picture. No honey, they're not the same picture. One is just a person living their life and not causing any trouble or mayhem or anything else and harming anyone. And then the other is a maggot, a person who is a bigot and a transphobe and a homophobe and does all kinds of fucked up shit to fuck up everybody else's life. So no, they're not the same picture at all. And this one's like some article of something, right? And it's like, forget the far right. The kids want a United States of Europe. In this bigot's like, kids don't know if they're male, female, or a blender. Wow, it's the same old joke that we've heard time and time again. And of course they bring in up transphobia with a topic that has nothing to do with trans people or non-binary people. And they decided to make it a thing that's not even associated with it. They're bringing up trans people. They always bring up the LGBTQI community with topics that have nothing to do with it because we're in their head 24/7 and that's all they can think about is us. So do you, I guess, boo, but no, that's not you don't even know what you're talking about. No kid thinks they're a blender, but that's it's the same joke. It's the same joke, and they have nothing new to say about any topic. It's the same retired, whatever, thrown up argument that they always use. So this one's on Facebook, and it says, I came out as pansexual and a transgender woman a week ago to my mom, and it went well. And it's always good when that kind of shit goes well. And because not everybody has a supportive family unit to support them in their coming out kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. But as you know, this is a video of are the cis okay, so it's about to go south from here. And right on cue, like I said, the comment section is bigoted. Someone's like, you'll never be a real woman. Yeah, sure. And then, of course, somebody had to bring religion into it, because there's always somebody that's got to bring religion into it. And they're like, go find Jesus and stop falling into sin. The Bible says in Mark 10:6-9, but from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female, so you can't be trans, according to your scripture. But not everybody believes in Christianity, and there's a lot of religions that predate it, so nobody gives a shit what your religion says. And then this person actually said, congrats, my dad is bi and I support you. So, at least there's one person in the comment section, supporting them and not being an asshole. And then the last person's like, there are only two genders. You are bi, not pansexual. They are what they say they are. And for two, even if you ignore trans people, there's three. Because there's male, female, and intersex. But you guys always totally ignore the existence of intersex people because it doesn't fit your narrative. So yeah, even if you ignore the concept of transgender people and non-binary, there's still technically three. Not two. And you guys keep on confusing gender and sex. Those are two different things. Not that I would expect an uneducated moron to understand that at all. Alright, so there's this poll, and it was obviously on YouTube, and the person is calling men and women cis for not being transgender weird? And majority of the people said yes. No, it's not if you understand basic science. If you're not trans, you're cis. These are scientific terms. Cis just means same as, and trans means across, like the transatlantic ocean. So no, it's not weird. It's just your problem because you don't understand the English language or science. That's on you, not the people that are calling you that. Cisgender, there's nothing wrong with that. That is what you are. Cis means same as gender assigned at birth. And transgender means not as the same, like across the gender that you were assigned at birth. It's basic science and basic English. But again, I don't expect people to say this kind of shit to understand the basic science or basic English because it doesn't fit their narrative. Alright, so this is like some screenshot, if you will, of this so-called comedian's YouTube videos, and the thumbnail is just fuck your pronouns. Every single one of his thumbnails is just him saying fuck your pronouns. So obviously it's the same joke over and over again. He doesn't come up with anything unique or creative. It's just the same tired old joke that everybody's heard multiple fucking times. And he's like, oh, when woke hecklers get destroyed by comedians, they're not getting destroyed. You are lame. You can't come up with any creative joke. And so you're like, oh yeah, fuck your pronouns. Bitch, you got pronouns as well. Everybody has pronouns. I'm assuming you're a cis male, Your pronouns would be he and him. Everybody has pronouns. In fact, in that entire... I don't know. I just don't know what to say to this because people don't even understand what pronouns are. You, that's a pronoun. I, that's a pronoun. Me, that's a name. That's also a pronoun. They don't know proper English. That's all I'm saying. What the fuck? So I think whatever this was posted on, this is the most outrageous, insidious, off-the-wall, conspiracy theorist bullshit rant that if I've ever heard one. And it's like, I think the whole autism thing was a plan all along. Honey, autistic people have existed for a while, for a long ass time, since the beginning of, I don't know, the human race. It's just people like you used to throw them in mental institutions and ignore them. And it's like they knew exactly how to create autism, and they could create a whole lot of vulnerable people that they could draw into the cult. Honey, you're a member of a cult. Like, if you think that autism was invented, it wasn't. It's always been a thing. I say they, not really knowing exactly who they are. Yeah, because they don't exist. You made some shit up. And it's always this they. But nobody can ever say who they are because they don't exist. But I do believe that whoever they are, they will soon be gone. Because my son said in the lyrics he created in his friend's studio he called Burn in Hell, Jezebel. The anger had boiled to the top. What the fuck are you even talking about? I'm trying to make this video go viral because that name of Jezebel has come up frequently over the past few years. I don't pretend to understand it all, but we have been through hell at my house, as have most people here, and I have to believe that the end of this is near. What the fuck are you even talking about? What is this rant? What are you... You need to get on your meds. Call your doctor and get back on your schizophrenia meds, because what the fuck? There is no they. Autism wasn't invented at all. Autism is I don't know what to say to any of this. This rant is unhinged. You need to see a therapist for your delusions. Autism has always been a thing. It's just people like you used to throw them in a mental institution, ignore them. Just like you guys used to ignore Down syndrome, just like you guys used to ignore bipolar disorder, just like you used to ignore every single fucking thing that you guys used to ignore. You used to just put them in a mental institution and pretend these people didn't exist. You used to kill disabled people and throw them in a hole. So yeah, sorry honey, autistic people, we've always existed. Get over it. And so this person, they did a poll on Twitter, I'm assuming, and they're like, who would you rather have babysit your children? And the options were Nazis or transgender. Well, it said transgenders, but that's not even a word. But anyways, and majority of the people on Twitter, shocking, chose Nazis, which I'm not shocked at all because Twitter is full of Nazis. So, of course, the Nazis are going to choose themselves. Like, what else would they choose? They're not going to choose the transgender community because they're going to choose Nazis because majority of the people on Twitter are fucking Nazis. But really, you'd rather have racist a-holes that were responsible for the entire genocide of the Jewish people in World War II. You're going to choose those people that literally commit genocide over people that are just minding their own business to watch your children. Are you fucking delusional? So this meme right away is already bullshit, right? But anyways, it's like, I'm gay. Do I have to do anything? Nope. Cool. That's not all what happened. Like, anybody that observes LGBTQIA history knows that's not what happened. If you think that, the other side has always been accepting of people that are homosexual, then you need to look up Compton Cafeteria or Stonewall riots or any of the movements in history, or look up Harvey Milk. They didn't just accept people being gay. That's complete bullshit. They're fucking liars. Like, they're trying to, I know what's going to happen next in the meme, but this part of the meme is complete bullshit to begin with. And without missing a beat, I was right. Like, exactly what I thought they were going to do, they're doing. But it's like, I'm trans. And the person's like, do I have to do anything? You have to use in my made-up pronouns. All pronouns are made up, but whatever. Believe I got pregnant? No. No one says that trans women can get pregnant. I don't even know where the fuck you got that from. That's never happened in the history of trans women. Complete bullshit. But it says, let me use female spaces and have sex with me. That's not at all. Like, we don't want to have sex with you, honey. Like, trans women do not want to have sex with you transphobes at all. I don't know where you got that, but I guess it's because you guys want to have sex with us. Because if you look, okay, for instance, Pornhub released this thing of most watched porn in certain states, and in the state of Texas, right? The most transphobic state in the United States of America, right? The most viewed porn in the state of Texas. You want to know what it is? Transgender porn. So they're the ones that want to have sex with trans people. And then it says, believe I can get pregnant. No trans woman thinks she can get pregnant. I don't know where the fuck they got that. And then the whole use made-up pronouns. All pronouns that exist have at one point been made up. So what's your point, honey? And as always, as expected, on Reddit, you can find the most unhinged shit ever. And this person's like, as a diehard Republican, I thank you for being so level-headed. You mean you're glad that this trans person is easier to walk all over their rights, right? That's what you really mean. If the political climate on the left matched your points here, I don't think the right would have any issue with trans people. The political climate isn't your side, the one that had Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk said that God's perfect law was stoning gay people. But yeah, it's the left that's the issue, not you guys. Okay, where was I? Oh, it's not functionality any different than gay people, which we already made legal. And then the one person's like, I doubt it. Many politicians on the right use trans people as an other and do a lot of fear-mongering. And yeah, that's true. Because they said trans people are terrorists. Trans people are gender ideology. There's a gender ideological war. The trans people are trying to do this. And the FBI wants to label trans people as terrorists. And what regime is that right now that's in office that does it? Oh, a right side. A Republican. A conservative regime that is in control of the United States that's doing all this. But yeah, sure. Claim what you want to claim and claim a bunch of bullshit. And right on cue, all I need is a bunch of angels playing trumpets to announce, this bullshit. Because what did I say? Oh, I said that this person was going to say a bunch of bullshit. And right on cue, they are. Fear-mongering or calling out certain trans individuals who taking advantage of gender and sex are being mishandled in our society. Well, the thing is, what you got wrong with that sentence is gender and sex are two different things. Sex is based off your organs, what's between your legs. Gender is a social construct. These are two different things. Just for your information, gender and sex are not the same thing. But you conservatives never understand that or get it because you fail at biology, and the biology doesn't go past 5th grade biology. It says, what I've heard from Republicans, men in women's bathrooms. No, there's not. Locker rooms equals bad. Hard, agree. There's no men in women's bathrooms or locker rooms. And if a man is trying to sexually assault a woman or sneak into a locker room or bathroom, they're not going to need to be trans to do that. Nobody goes through what trans women go through of years of therapy that they're forced to, years to prove that they can be on HRT, years to prove that they can get the surgeries just to do what you conservatives claim. Nobody's doing that. And then it says men and women's sports equals bad heart agree. There is no men and women's sports. There's trans women that are being in women's sports because they're women. Trans is an adjective. Woman is what a trans woman is. And the thing is trans women actually have even higher estrogen than cis women. And they even have a lower testosterone than cis women. So they don't have a biological advantage like you fuckers try to claim at all. Then it says, men putting on strip shows for children equal bad heart agree. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no men putting on strip shows for children, you insane psychotic bastard. And, oh, who was it that was on Epstein Island that was actually harming children? He was orange. His last name rhymed with Clump. Oh, it was Trump. It was conservatives that were on Epstein Island. Huh. But yeah, keep claiming bullshit, because that's what you conservatives are good at. Claiming bullshit that's not true. The cis are not okay at all. And the person responds back and goes, I agree. Men in women's locker rooms and bathrooms are bad. So why are trans men forced in them? Look up a picture of Jamie Dodger. In what bathroom do you think Vivian, tongue twister, sorry, Vivian Wilson should use? I'm not a medical expert, so I can't speak on trans people in sports. That's not happening. That's fear-mongering. Also, many Republicans claim trans people cause more mass shootings than cis people, which is untrue, including per capita. And not only that, if you look up the statistics of who commits the most mass shootings, it's white, cisgender, straight men, not trans people. So, yeah, again, it's conservatives that claim a bunch of untrue shit and are the unstable ones. Majority of shooters in American history have been conservative. Not necessarily Republican, but conservative. I swear this transphobe doesn't know when to quit, but they don't know facts and logic either, or science. And it's like, this isn't about women that are trans men. Okay, honey, I think you're misunderstanding a little thing here. Trans men are not women. Like, trans men are men, trans women are women, and non-binary people are valid, and gender fluid people are gender fluid. Okay? See, the word trans is the modifier or the adjective, if you will. It describes the kind of man, such as trans man describes the type of man that is in that situation. Just as a cis man would describe the type of man in that situation, or a blonde-haired man would describe a man that has blonde hair. See how it goes? Same thing applies to trans women and cis women. Get it? This is about men that are trans women. Honey, I just explained it to you of adjectives and modifiers. Did you fail English? I just want to know. Did you not just fail health class in science, but English as well? I'm just curious. Comment in the comment section. You know that. Whatever. Men don't really care if a woman wants to participate in any of these things. Again, trans men are men, trans women are women, and non-binary people are valid. It's when men want to enter women's spaces that we all say, no, that's not going to happen. You just said that's not happening. 'Cause it's not, honey. It's not happening at all. You're just making shit up to back up your bullshit and your bigotry. And of course, the person that's arguing with the transphobe claps back with, we are talking about all trans people. But since you want to talk about trans women, Vivian Wilson is a trans woman. You could tell me when it's happened. And the thing is the transphobe can't tell you a specific moment that this hypothetical situation has happened because it's all bullshit. It's just misogyny wrapped in transphobia, because misogyny and transphobia are together. They're like lovers. A misogynist will always be a transphobic person as well. It goes together like bread and butter, pepperoni and pizza. They just are intertwined and fucking each other. And this next part that the transphobe says just proves my point that I'm pretty sure they failed English too. You insanely bad faith. Go spread your propaganda, man. What you mean to say is that your argument is insane and is a bad faith argument, but you can't speak proper English, and you just happen to hear somebody on the other side say bad faith arguments at one point, and you just kept on running with that word. You're like a child that, just hears the word fuck once and keeps repeating it, even though you don't know what it means. You just, keep on fucking saying it like a total fucking dipshit that you are. And the person goes, what have I said that is bad faith? And what propaganda have I been spreading? They're not going to be able to answer you, honey. They're not going to have an actual, real, legitimate answer because there's nothing legitimate about conservatives. And see, this conservative had no real argument, but they have to get the last word in, That's what they do. They have to get that one last word in just so they feel like they won the argument when they didn't. And this transphobe's like, you're just disagreeing that this is widespread and it's a huge issue for women. How much you want to bet that this person arguing is not even a woman? You're a left-wing propagandist and you don't listen to logic. You just scream into the void. No, honey, that's you. You're screaming into the void. You're the one that's a propagandist. Not that you would know the difference between different types of propaganda and how propaganda can actually be a good thing. But, that's an argument for another time, another video, another day, another year, whatever is, But no, you're the one that doesn't listen to logic, because all experts say that the best thing to do when it comes to trans people is gender-affirming care. The experts say that trans women are women, trans men are men, and non-binary people are valid. So you're the one not listening to logic, sweetheart. Now remember that transphobes want you to believe they're the good guys, they're the heroes, and then they go and say shit like this: 50% suicide rate, PFP. Thank God you'll all end up not alive. Yeah, that, like the person said, oh wow, what a normal thing to say. Wishing death upon people is totally normal. You're the good human being. You're the good one, because you are wishing death upon people. What other group of people in history wished death upon people? What were they? They were in Germany between 1939 and 1945. I just can't think of what they were called. Oh, wow, another one again of wishing suicide upon trans people. And the one person was congratulating this girl on a YouTube video that said, hey, I'm a trans woman. And this one person's like, congrats, girl. That's awesome that you found your true self, right? And then these people are like, 41% chance this won't end well. Laughing my fucking ass off. 41%. Congratulations. It's like, oh, wow, wishing suicide upon somebody. You're such a great human being. You're such a wonderful person. Wishing death upon people, you fucking Nazi. And that's all I can do for today. I'm just so fucking done with this video. But, as we proved in this video, the cisgender people are not okay. At least the transphobic ones and the homophobic ones and the just outright bigotry. But tell me in the comment section of what you thought of this video or any of these people. Please do not leave any comments of hate. And remember, this is a safe space for marginalized groups of people, not for bigots. But anyways, if you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it, give this video a thumbs up. And also hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future videos from me, Tonya Kitsune, or Diamond Ash, or Kai. We'd really love that if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you leave a lot of love on this video. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you that do watch and don't leave hateful bullshit in the comment section. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.